Today, I'm going to give you a physical update on how the incredible Angel Calderon, Spanish 212 bodybuilder, is doing, and whether he has any chance of improving and reaching a point where he could defeat KEONE Pearson, who is also making huge improvements. You know, he went from being second in the 2022 Olympia to dropping to third place, with Clarita taking second place and KEONE claiming the top spot. With this, the judges have already made it clear that they value a particular structure and aesthetic more than the physical condition of Angel Calderon. And this is a problem for our friend. Anyway, I'll show you his current physique. The first thing that catches your attention, apart from his enormous size for his height, is the level of physical condition he maintains during the off-season. This is bulking, and that's how he looks. Look at his chest and how hard his body looks. To my surprise, his legs look quite good. Angel Calderon isn't exactly known for his legs. If I had to point out what stands out, it's his incredible chest, shoulders, and even his back. But his arms and legs aren't exactly his strong points. He went to New York and was able to see Steve Wimberger, who is one of the main judges of the Olympia, and he was giving him some advice and posing lessons. Here we have him in the posing room. Supposedly, this guy is impartial. He helps all bodybuilders equally. His job is to be as objective as possible to try to bring out the best version of each of them to make the show even better. He makes quite a few corrections to Calderon, which I hope will help him in his upcoming competitions, as he doesn't seem to me to be precisely the best poser in the world. In this posing you're seeing in the video and in the pictures I've shown you, I believe Angel Calderon has developed his legs. And this is one of the things he'll need to defeat KEONE. Angel Calderon is currently weighing 112 kilograms or 247 lbs, considering that on stage he has to give 96 kilos or 212 lbs. It's incredible that he can lose all that weight, considering the physical condition he already has. Where is he planning to lose the weight from? We have a current champion who's practically an action figure. His structure doesn't even seem real. It seems edited. He has an absurdly narrow waist that Calderon has very wide, separated and deformed abs, which I don't like at all. He has massive legs, and this is where it'll be hard for him to win, in leg poses. Unless it's about the muscular hardness of these poses, since KEONE isn't known for his muscular maturity. Still, he has very separated legs, deep cuts. He has prodigious genetics. He has extremely outstanding lats to the sides, both front and back, which further accentuate that exaggerated V-shape he has. He's a bit asymmetrical, that needs to be said. His arms are also monumental. He has huge biceps. His triceps are also quite good. In general, he has spectacular arms. His chest is also quite notable. In general, KEONE's physique has few weak points. However, it's true that his skin isn't as thin as Calderon's, his muscles aren't as mature, he doesn't have that hard look, and certainly, he doesn't look as massive. This is KEONE Pearson's current state, who, if what he says is true, is weighing 226 lbs or 102 kilos. How is it possible that this physique, which is also quite watery and looks gigantic, is weighing 10 kilos less than Calderon? Certainly, it has much less dense, less hard, and less fibrous muscle. It's more glycogen, it's more salts. It's not a muscle with an appearance like Calderon's. The density that the Spaniard has is difficult to surpass. I really don't know whether he made a mistake when writing the weight, but how can this thing weigh only 102 kilos? It's amazing the aesthetics he has, the waist, how tucked in it is, and shredded even in the off-season. In the back pose, he looks spectacular. How aesthetic. Look at his adductors, how big they are. From one year to the next, he shows an improvement that makes no sense. On the other hand, Calderon, who doesn't have as much room to improve and is always right at the weight limit, but KEONE goes with room, he can still put on more muscle. You know that in 212, it's up to 212 lbs or 96 kilo, or as far as I know, this guy went on stage weighing just over 90 kilos or 198 lbs. If he already beat Calderon with those fewer kilos when he reaches the weight limit, it's going to be tough. I understand that Angel Calderon is going to compete in the New York Pro 2024. Angel Calderon is theoretically going to compete in 212, and I don't think there's anyone who can beat him except KEONE or Clarita decide to show up, but they already have their guaranteed pass. I don't think there should be any obstacles for Calderon. Jay Cutler, four-time Open Olympia, has been watching Calderon pose and has been giving his opinion on his physique. He's been shocked, and according to him, he hasn't seen a 212. He's seeing an open. He just told Calderon to switch to open. And yes, Calderon is a tall bodybuilder in comparison to the others in the 212 category. Perhaps he could be a very short open like Derek. We have cases of bodybuilders who have switched from 212 to open and then they have crushed it, like the current Mr. Olympia, who has also been a 212. Calderon could fit into those open of very short height, who looks massive and big. Yes, he has muscle mass to be an open, but the level there is too high. If he already has it hard in 212 against KEONE and against Clarita, imagine in open. It's a category in which he literally has nothing to do, at least in my opinion. And you know what that means? It's not the same weighing 96 with the weight limit on stage as weighing 120. Surely Calderon will have to increase the gear, have to eat more, train more, have to subject his body to more punishment. And I doubt it interests him, and he's getting older. It would be absurd to jump to open. I think he's in a category where he'll always be at the top, always be between second, third, or fourth place. For me, I don't think he'll ever win, and on the contrary. If he switched to open, not only he would be out of a top 5, but also out of a top 10. So this would be madness. I don't know why Jay Cutler told him this. I don't think it's smart. I don't know what you guys think. Let's leave the video here. I hope you liked it. I say goodbye. See you in the next one.